Let's take a look at how to remove somebody from your image that you don't want in there, probably in the background or something like that. You want to get rid of something. Um, Real quick, Windows, Workspace, Reset Essentials. You can reset things so it will look like my screen if you're trying to follow along. So reset should look the same. Okay, so we're going to try to get rid of this person here. I am going to unlock my background layer. Probably the easiest way for this one is to make some sort of selection. Any of these tools will work with the selection. The lasso is probably a good one. And you want to make sure you get more than you need. So give it a good amount of room around whatever you're selecting. And then for this one, I think I'm going to use AI and I'm going to use the generative fill. I can get to it by right-clicking on my selection, heading up to generative fill. And in this prompt, I'm going to put nothing. And I'm just going to generate with no prompt and see what it does to fill in that area. And it will give me 3 options over here of what it's going to fill it in with. And it usually does a pretty good job of just filling in without the person. So we will see when the computer catches up. I think next I will try to remove this branch, and we'll probably use the content aware fill for that one. So there it is, generative fill, and it gave me the 3 options, which are all pretty similar and all look pretty good. So nice. Let's remove this branch also. So I'm going to also use my lasso, get a little bit more than I want, remove that. Here's the part I want to get rid of. I'm going to right click. Oh, content aware fill is grayed out. So what I'm going to do is make sure that I have my background selected. Head back to there, do a right click and content aware fill. It's going to open up this new window, and I don't want it to use, I don't want it to use the poll because it's using that to make something weird. That did it right there. I could also deselect, taking away what it's using to fill it in with any sort of trees or that kind of thing. But I can see in my preview already that it's doing a pretty good job. And remember, if you did want to add to the selection, you can hold down Alt on your keyboard and you could add some areas too. But that looks good, so I'll say OK. And I'll get rid of my selection by going to Select and Deselect. And we can see before and after removing the things that were unwanted in our image. Let's look at another example. Here's a photo with some creep in the background. That's me. We'll unlock this layer and we can get rid of this guy pretty easy. So again, I'm using my lasso. I'm going to make a selection, a good amount. Maybe I'll get that pole in there too. A good amount larger than I need. I'm going to right click and head to generative fill. The prompt, I'm going to put in nothing and just ask it to generate. And we'll be able to check out our 3 options of what it's going to fill in with. And using AI is a pretty good option to get rid of things. We'll do one more example after this of using this healing brush also. You can do it, computer. There it is. And we have the different options of what are possible. Looks good. Cool. On to our last example. We have some people in the background we want to get rid of. We're going to take a look at this spot healing brush tool. And I have it selected. I could change my brush size. I could also use my bracket keys, but I'm just going to draw over the spot I want it to heal. And it does a pretty good job. So I just drew over it. If I wanted to get rid of this post, I could use the spot healing tool, draw over it, and see what it does for me. It does a pretty good job. So that would be another good option if you have little things in your image you want to touch up and probably remove from your image. That'll do it.